This is the most important energy update that I've ever given. The Schumann Resonance shows us a rapture wave, and we're all experiencing something that we've never experienced before. The energy that's going through us is changing us, the world that we live in, and the timeline that we are experiencing. And in today's lesson, in this update, we're going to be discussing how no stone will be left unturned. We're going to be talking about the past several days, what we experienced from the blackout into the past 48 hours and what we're experiencing, this galactic cosmic energy. I'll give you the energy update, what we are physically experiencing, how things are manifesting in your everyday life experience. We are going to go in Mr. D's time machine, and we are going to go back and review February of 2020 and December of 2020 and show how the Schumann Resonance has dictated a false timeline and how God has now put us back, the energy of the solar flash, back onto the correct timeline. We're going to be talking about certain symptoms that you might be experiencing, and this is something that never before we have physical evidence, tangible evidence that we all can share together. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button. If you're watching on the replay, the full message starts at the 5-minute mark. You know, it's funny, as I'm playing the Love Bowl, for me, this is like, I guess how a quarterback feels right before the Super Bowl. Oh, it's good to see everyone. This is really an amazing day, and a day where we can combine science, metaphysics, spirituality, biblical prophecy. We're gonna blend it all together, and you might never have experienced a message and a community like you're going to see today. And you know, I've been sharing about the Schumann Resonance, and I'm going to be speaking about the Schumann Resonance in general because there's probably going to be a lot of people that are new to the Schumann Resonance, and they want to learn a little bit more about it. And, you know, to go like almost like bookends, to look at the past 3 years and to see the shift in timelines and to really compare. A lot of people don't even, some people are literally feeling it. You're experiencing it. We're gonna get into real life experiences in a little bit. But the magnitude of this energy right now has not been felt since December of 2020. And we're going to review that, and we're going to put this all together. We're going to wrap it up into a beautiful package. And this is going to be one of the most important energy updates that the world has ever received. I am absolutely grateful for all of you, everyone that's been part of our channel for the past 4 years. And this is a very powerful and important day for all of us. So if you have just stumbled onto this live stream, could you kindly, and I'm so grateful if you would hit the like button. You could smash the like button. You could gently tap the like button. But anything you do will help the world find a Schumann Resonance update and find this information so that they can improve their everyday life experience. So hit that like button. If the message resonates with you, why don't you subscribe to the channel? Click the bell next to subscribe, select all. If you're new, I have a daily video, 9 a.m. Eastern time every single day. The name of the channel is Our Everyday Lives, and all people will benefit from the message, and it doesn't matter who you are, you can improve your everyday life by using these terms, actually applying them, and everything that you learned today and everything that you'll learn going forward, it's all about self-empowerment. If you like this message, and you would like more uncensored content and to collaborate on Zoom, we have Patreon. The link is in the description. We're going to be talking about this in more detail tonight. We have Telegram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Rumble. If you'd like to join any part of the Our Everyday Lives community, I'm grateful for all of you. Nothing could stop this. The Schumann Resonance has shown us a rapture wave. Some people are familiar with the rapture. And, maybe it's not happening all at once. Just like the solar flash. Some people are familiar with the solar flash. Some people are new to the solar flash. The solar flash is not just one flash, but should be represented more like solar flashes. And we had the first main one in December of 2020. Right now, we're getting another flash like never before. And your world is being cleansed and turned upside down. There will be no stone left unturned during this process. The illusion is stripped away. In this matrix reality, a lot of people are plugged into the matrix. They have never actually seen the authentic reality. The illusion is being stripped away at this time. Anything causing damage and harm to those that are moving to a higher state of being will be cleansed away. No stone will be left unturned. How is this possible? What is the Schumann Resonance? The Schumann Resonance is a vertical current of electromagnetic energy that goes from the surface of the earth up to the dome in the atmosphere of electrically charged particles called the ionosphere. And every living thing, all organisms, live within this Schumann resonance in this cavity that's created from the surface of the earth up to the ionosphere, is affected by the Schumann resonance. All biological systems, your consciousness, your cells, your DNA receptors are all taking up this frequency right now. So nothing could stop this. Nothing can run. Nothing can hide. No stone will be left unturned. When we look at the chart, we actually see a depiction, a split in timelines. Dissonant waves appear in the chart. When you look at the chart, you can see it in the beautiful thumbnail. Many of you are familiar with what the Schumann resonance normally looks like, or its point of homeostasis. When the Schumann resonance is in a point of homeostasis, it has that beautiful dark blue color. Right now there's activity, and the activity is so strong, I'm trying to even think of words of how to describe it. Supernatural. That it's almost forming like a DNA strand across the Schumann resonance chart. If you're activating your DNA, why don't you hit the DNA strands in the chat right now. And please, if you just stumbled on, please hit that like button. What that's going to do, it's going to actually cause a wave, another wave, and it's going to help others come on this live stream and find this message so that they can all figure out what's going on. What has happened over the past few days? 2 days ago, the Schumann Resonance went into a blackout. No frequency. This is the void. Creation is done in the void. So we are in this void. We come out of the void, and all of a sudden, the Schumann Resonance chart has changed. Could you imagine if it stayed like this forever? Very interesting times. So 2 days ago, we go into the blackout. We come out of the blackout. The Schumann Resonance chart has a beautiful, looks like a DNA representation. The first day ranging from power 152 to power 184 for a 24-hour period of time. No stone will be left unturned. What happened in your everyday life in the past couple of days? Let us know in the comments. And we'll revisit this later in the lesson as I go back to February of 2020 so we can understand and overstand the magnitude of what we are all in right now. For 24 hours that lasted, then a further increase to power 190 into the following day. This sequence continues to repeat in the Schumann Resonance, and this sequence will continue to repeat until no stone is left unturned. Over the course of your journey, right, you see things and you're like, how is this happening? How does this continue? We're looking at it in the world right now. We're going to talk about the microcosm and the macro in today's lesson. What's happening in the world is happening in your everyday life, and that's the purpose of this channel. All that we are really in control of is our personal journey. You could be a lighthouse. And just hit the 5x5 in the chat. Just verify we have crystal clear. Can you hear me clearly? Because we're doing this live and we have to have a good connection. I'm just making sure. Excellent. Thank you. This is the best community. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. In February, I've been tracked. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to me, I'm Michael. It's nice to meet you. In February of 2020, at the time, we had the all-time high, a spike of power 170. Spikes in the Schumann Resonance are represented by a white vertical line, which represents 5D light codes, not spiritual wackadoo ascension. 5D light codes, and on that day, we hit that spike, but that spike, that period, I like to call it a period of activity. I actually just did an interview on this. You should check out the channel page if you're new to this. When you think of that spike where we hit the power 170, that period of activity was only maybe an hour. We're in this for days. And we actually see a beautiful design as well. We see beautiful DNAs going across. Have you ever seen beautiful DNAs going across the Schumann Resonance before? Okay, so that is just an example of the magnitude of the energy that we're in. And when we think about this, it's like a door, like a key. It's about hitting the right frequency, right? Some people are new to frequencies, right? Because you can't, see these frequencies, right? But sometimes you will see a singer, and if the singer hits a specific pitch, the glass shatters, and only at that specific pitch. What we're experiencing right now is like a fine wine, light warriors. It is so precise. It is so precise of what we're experiencing right now. It's not about the energy. So sometimes you could bash the door down with a sledgehammer, like Triple H, if you remember him. You hit him with the sledgehammer, right? We could just obliterate things with energy. But what we're experiencing right now is more fine-tuned, precise. That's what we're going through right now. No stone left unturned. In December of 2020, the Schumann resonance was approximately over 1,000. No one really knew how to measure it at the time. They just had to use certain things to try to figure out what it is. Video is still on the channel page. If you can go back in time, dun, dun, dun. Anyway, we actually have a fun time on this channel if you're new to the channel. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We're having a good time. We learn about consciousness. We learn about our existence. If you could remember back in December of 2020, did you go through a time where you almost had a sharp pain in the solar plexus, right? Try to think back. I know it's a long time. Think back to that time. And did you go through like massive changes, a sharp pain in the stomach? Living Michael 999. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Vibes, bro. I appreciate the vibes. They're much needed at this time. We're all going through a tough time. I'm very grateful for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So if you could recall December of 2020, the Schumann resonance approximately went over 1,000. And a lot of people were feeling the stirring. You might have, think about your life. Think about, and again, it doesn't happen on that moment sometimes. Right now, it's very precise. But think about from that moment, and where did your life go? What have you been living through? A lot of people had a rough 2021. 2021 was probably the most difficult year of my everyday life. But I also learned the most from that time period. I learned the most from 2021. It really fine-tuned me. It prepared me. It prepared me for the mission. It prepared me for what's to come. Remember, a diamond is formed under great pressure. So think about that time. After a while, the pressure has to be released. The timeline jump. When we look at the Schumann resonance, and we could look at it as bookends right now, if we could go back to December of 2020 and look at the time period and look at the chart of the Schumann resonance at that time, you will have to personally reflect on your life. What did you feel inside? And what was your journey from that point until now? Synchronizing with something called Saturn retrograde, I've shared this past week, and now there are no such things as coincidences, only synchronicities. The next 5 months of your life, you go to the next phase of the event. You could write it in the comments right now. It's on to the next phase of the event. The timelines have split. Once again, light warriors, oh yeah. And we have to think of things like, there are like maybe 2 main timelines, but there is an infinite amount of timelines. Some people are familiar with the Mandela effect. That's actually a little bit of evidence of many more than 2 timelines. Many timelines are out there. Where are those timelines? Where are they, light warriors, with the timelines? Which timeline are we on? What's going on? So, this is representing another timeline jump. Think of the world and your everyday life, the micro and the macrocosms. We have now been shifted onto a new timeline. And what we have been experiencing, remember, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of illusions in the world. And we see them out there. Do you see on TV? I saw it on TV. Please hit the like button. I appreciate it. If I made you laugh, hit the like button. I appreciate all of your support today. And that's the best thing is just growing the community. That's the most, like today, I'm being very serious. If you're new to the channel, I try to be as authentic as possible. Today, I feel like a quarterback, right? That's like the Super Bowl, right? The guy trained for so many years, right? He's ready to go. He's out there. The Super Bowl, the arena, the man in the arena. Are you the warrior in the arena, or are you the person up in the stands? And that's what we have to look at our life right now. I appreciate that. Wow. Patty Paparazzi 76. I really appreciate that. Wow. Thank you so much. Patty writes, amazing work you have been doing as always. Thank you for your amazing energy. Spread that light and love, raising our vibrational frequency. Woot, woot. Hope I did it right. New Earth attitude. Absolutely. We love knowledge and light information. Absolutely. If you didn't know this, Nikola Tesla, if you know about Nikola Tesla, the greatest scientist that ever lived, but you won't see him in the science textbooks, he said that he said that light is information. So we are actually getting light codes, and your DNA receptors are taking in these codes. And there's a lot of living things. Remember, you are an organism, you are a living thing, and you are responding to the sun, to the great solar flash event. Your body is changing and evolving. We have ascension symptoms, right? It's just like a plant might grow towards the light. It just knows, it gets the codes. Light codes, ascension is not spiritual wackadoo. It's actually happening right now. And now we have so much real life evidence. That's why it's urgent. I see sometimes out there's a little gaslighting. If you are looking at this still with the rational 3D lens, you are not getting the full picture. You need to have a higher vantage point. Full video on the channel page. Remember when I climbed up to the top of the mountain? I'm looking down the mountain. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. It's really a great time. And, that's why I will say to someone, my job, see, the channel is our everyday lives. My most important job is to the people that are curious about it, but they are still skeptical. That is my job. Those people. It's not an easy job, what I do. The people that you're kind of curious, but you're still skeptical. It's my honor to bring forth some tangible evidence, just like you. I have a science background. And I needed to see, if you don't have firsthand experience, everything in your life, this is also a self-empowerment channel, everything comes from firsthand experience. Otherwise, no, there's nothing. Oh, typo 999, I appreciate that. Warriors of creation, I love you. I hope to see you tonight on the Zoom, typo. Let's see, I remember, right? I remember, isn't it? Everything is exposed in the end days. Everyone's seeing everything, right? You gotta, like we're leaving a matrix, right? What do they have? They have the Hollywood script writers. They write a script for them, right? But when we're in the new earth, you do everything yourself. If you're new to the channel, I'm like a one-man band, and all I have are the people. And that's how this channel has got here to this point. And that's why, again, grateful. Hit the like button, share the video. That's a great support of sharing the video. Hashtag Schumann Resonance. That's how we got here. We need to have real life examples for everyone. What are the physical ascension symptoms you might be experiencing? Physical ascension symptoms right now. Is that you in the chat? Are you feeling them? So you might experience your sleep is way off, and you're maybe having some heart racing issues. Your heart's racing or you're tired, right? So that's if we blend the whole thing. So you might not be able to sleep at night when you go to sleep, or you're so tired you have to drag yourself to the bed. You fall asleep, then you wake up like 2 hours early, you're buzzing around, and there's no rhyme or reason. So it's the extremes right now. It's to the extreme. Extreme! It's to the extreme! Oh, Virginia, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. I'll see you tonight. I love you. I appreciate you. We go to the extreme right now. We're feeling it to the extreme. So you might be very tired, right? A little sleepy. And then all of a sudden, your heart is boom, 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 boom. Your heart is racing, right? It's pounding away. And it's important that we all share this right now. So we are picking up the frequencies. We are picking up the frequencies that we are living in right now. All biological systems are influenced by the Schumann resonance. Just like when we discuss even solar flares, when this energy comes through us, It's what's inside of a person, of how they will react to this time period. But what we can tell is the energy is very powerful. It's a very powerful energy that is coming through in the now moment. It's very powerful. And we have to stay focused and go with this wave. Yeah, it's like a tsunami wave right now. Tsunami wave is cascading. Look at the wave cascade in the Schumann resonance. We're in a different state of existence. We are transferred onto a new timeline. And it's happening right now. We have the scientific evidence to back it up. And most importantly, we have the real life evidence to back it up. And always so if I go back, as I've done this before earlier in this video, right? If I could go back and look at December of 2020 and we look at that major activity, I like to call it activity. There's spikes, there's glitches, there's blackouts, there's a change. I simplify things. If you want to be a true teacher, you want to simplify things. I'll give you something very simple. There is an energy right now. What is energy? Energy is the ability to cause change. That's what energy is. A lot of people say, what is energy? Energy is the ability to cause change. And we can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. Do you notice a change maybe in the world? Do you notice a change in yourself? Do you notice a change in others? There is an energy here, and the way that we can perceive the energy in this matrix existence that we are having right now is by noticing the change. Oh, absolutely. A lot of glitches in the phone. Pam Harville writes, my phone has been glitching like crazy the past few days. Absolutely, Pam. And that's why we share, we collaborate as a community on this channel. Did you experience glitches in your phone as well? I appreciate that, Mother Light. The best teacher for us and me at this time. It's my honor to be here for you, Mother Light. Look at that. See, what a powerful message today. Over 1,000 in the chat right now. Just like we're breaking records today, let's break the record for the most people in the live stream. Hit the like button, share the link. Let's get everyone on the live stream right now. What you will experience, right? So it happens energetically, and then it manifests physically. It happens energetically, and then it manifests physically. Like some people, they'll look at this and say, well, I'm not feeling anything. That's not what this is about. It's the reality. The reality is a broadcast. You are the receiver. Nikola Tesla said, I am the receiver. And you are receiving the reality right now. The reality has rapidly changed, and you're noticing the change within your reality. How does that manifest? You could see doors shut. There goes the door slams right in your face. Oh, the door slams right in your face. What happened? What happened? What happened? Right? Or doors open, wide open, wide open. It's unbelievable. I experienced sometimes when you're walking in the street and you experience like a person or someone walking and driving by, and you're like, that doesn't belong here. It's amazing the synchronicities that we experience in the world. And the presentation to move forward, right? I see someone go, everything stopped and said, go forward now. And that was the message to me. It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward with our community. It's time to move forward. Improving the lives of others. That's the point of the channel. You can improve your life physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that's what we do here on our channel. And that's why it's really important to focus on the Triforce. Remember, your physical body is a representation of your energetic body. You might be struggling with your health, right? You see things swell up, purge out of your body, right? Your tum-tum gets upset, whatever it is, right? It's showing you something. Listen to me. Your body's like, listen to me. Melissa Blanco, thank you so much for the support. I'm feeling waves of energy intensity. I appreciate that, Melissa. Yeah, there are waves. It's very intense. We're all experiencing it. And again, it's intense. Nothing is good or bad. Technically it is, but it just is. It's your perception of it, right? It's your perception. How do you view it? Is this good? So you could look at something, right? And you say, "Oh no, this is so terrible." But then in the future, you will look back at that moment and you will say, "Wow, what a blessing." I experienced that in 2021. It wasn't an easy year for me, but these are the stages of the event. We're all going through different stages of the event. What is the event? What's the event? Where's the event? Where's the event, Mike? You have to understand. You got to listen to the whole message. Again, it's free will. If you are tuned in, if the message resonates and you listen, I understand. And I try to be as real as possible. In this world of 60-second shorts, you cannot improve your everyday life. It is daily work. I've done it, and all I can do is be a lighthouse to others and say, here you go, guys. This is what I did, and this is where I am right now. And it doesn't happen in 60 seconds. You have to listen to the whole message because it's not just 1, 2, 3. A lot of people want like a quick fix, right? I've done, working out, bodybuilding, all that stuff. What are the things that last the test of time? It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. If you're living your life and you're like, I need it now. I need it now. That's not going to get you to where the world is headed. You can't get it right now. We have to go slow, and it's a process. It's an evolutionary process. We're going through an evolutionary change right now. Absolutely. Pamela Williams writes, the event must be in stages. Dolores Cannon spoke about that too. She said it would be too much for the physical body. So whether it's a light burst energy or it's a change in your life. Like I got to the almost the breaking point in 2021. I went through so much change. For a person that never, I'm like a pretty grounded person. It got me out of my shell a little bit more. But to go through so much change in 2021 and just be on the move and not stopping and just keep going. But it prepared me. It prepared me to teach people and let's pass this forward. Let's pass this forward. We have real life evidence now that lasts the test of time. When we look at the past 3 days, we have the blackout and then we go into this it's magnificent. Magnificent, right? You can write it in the chat right now. Look at that chart. Magnificent. It's magnificent, the chart that we're looking at this right now. These things cannot be covered up with a Band-Aid any longer. We go to the root of the problem right now. Many people are suffering right now. I shared it's the 8 dimensions of wellness community on Patreon. There's 8 dimensions of our wellness. We have to all do the inner work, right? We have to go in there. We have to go deep inside and heal all the traumas. We are all in this together. We all have our traumas. And we have to move forward. Beth Bentley Yoga writes, rip the Band-Aid off. Tremendous comment, Beth Bentley Yoga. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone that's on this world-famous live stream right now. It is a great support. If you would kindly, if you just got on, hit that like button. This is probably one of the most important messages, energy updates that I've ever given in 4 years. So I appreciate all the support today. Many people are looking for this information and they're curious and there's different stages, and I want to I want to leave a message, a transmission. I'm leaving a transmission. I want to leave a transmission for people that are very well informed about the Schumann resonance and the ascension, and people that are also new to the spiritual awakening process, the ascension process. I appreciate that, Catherine. It's my honor to be here. Mountain Goddess, you are all my family. Whether you've been here for 4 years or 4 days, or you just got on today, you're all my family, and it's a great support. Just showing up. That's the true currency. It's your attention. It's the currency of the universe, is your attention. You pay attention, right? You pay attention to things. Where your attention goes, that's where the energy flows. When you are paying attention to negativity all day long, you might see it on the mainstream media. If you are paying attention to negativity all day long, all day long, all day long, all day long, negativity, your life becomes negativity. When you are in tune with the power of positivity, when you have that authentic love, the highest state of consciousness is the truth. You have to reach up. You have to skyrocket high. The most high is the truth. If you're new to the channel, I share about the Hawkins scale of consciousness, and the highest of high is the truth. And during this time period, I know there's a lot of frequencies out there. There's a lot of confusion out there. There is an illusion out there. And during this energy right now, this rapture wave, no stone is left unturned. The illusion fades away. And you peel back and you just sit there. And if you use the consciousness scale, you look for fear, you look for guilt, and you look for shame. And whenever you see those vibrations that put you in a state of consciousness, someone's talking to you, they try to shame you, that's the lowest state of consciousness associated with the devil, the lowest of the low. The most high is the truth. And I know some people are new to this, and I am here. I mean this with all my heart. I am here for the people that are curious. You're kind of pushing back a little bit. That's the people that I'm actually here for. And I'm here, and I have your back until the end of the line. It's true. Because that's most of who we are. We're everyday life people. I'm an everyday life person. I'm just a guy chilling out. It's true. But if we're leaving the robotic stage. Well, this is my fellow Americans. They read off a teleprompter, right? Oh, this is the Schumann Resonance. This is what's going on. But it's over. It's over. It's fitting in that box. We are outside the box now. We have ascended out of the box. And our minds are expanding right now. This is mental health awareness. This is the power of authenticity and how we can improve our reality. Because the reality is a reflection of you. And because of dimensional bleeding, what's in your surroundings. That's why right now there's a stirring, chaotic energy around the world. And so why is this so? Why is this? Please hit the like button if you're learning something new, if you just stumbled on. Very grateful. New heights today, new heights. What is anxiety? It's fear of the future. And we all had a life and go back to pre-2020. And everyone kind of knew their life. Okay, we do this, we go to work. Now the world is like, wow, it's so crazy and chaotic. So what does that do? It creates anxiety for people because they don't understand. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the day or time. Nobody knows. So they have a lot of anxiety right now. Susan DeSisto, thank you so much. I will keep it up and I will keep pumping, baby. Always be pumping. Hit the ABP in the chat. We have so many family members coming online. Maybe you're new to the channel. Maybe you took a break and you're coming back today. It is all divine timing. It's all divine timing. There's a convergence and a dissonance, and it's all happening at the, we're wrapping it up in a beautiful package, put a bow on it, and all of these things start to make sense. So we could take our life right now, and I'm showing you. So if you are a person that's on the borderline, you're looking at the Schumann resonance more in a scientific, rational lens, right? Linear 3D timeline lens, you're not really getting the full thing. You could look at the past 3 days, and you could go back and look at the past 3 years. And all you can do is reflect on your life. There is an answer that's inside of you. It's called the Sacred Heart. And I shared this a long time. I like to put everything together. Nikola Tesla said, "In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. And inside of you, dear one, there is another core. It emits from your heart." That's the answer. The answers lie within you. Even though there's a lot of dissonance in the world, there's chaotic frequencies in the world, it's not an easy time period. Silja, I appreciate that. See, I read it quick, right? The chat is flying by. I appreciate all of you for being here. I really appreciate it. So know that no stone is left unturned. Don't worry about what's happening in the now moment. It will make sense to you at a later date. Don't worry about what's happening to you right now. It will make sense to you at a later date. And I've lived this. I'm sharing from firsthand experience. It could be a tough time for you. It could be a chaotic time for you. You could say, this is not so great what's happening to me right now. Doors might slam right in your face right now, or doors will, she goes like, wide open, and you'll get the messages from strangers. It's true. The doors will open up. They say, here we go. Welcome to the kingdom of heaven. Welcome to the fifth dimension. We are entering the fifth dimension right now. So you could experience this right now. And no one else can explain it to you. No one else can explain it to you. Don't worry about fear. I'm reading the chat right now. Everything is just moving forward. Nothing like that is happening. We are living our everyday life. The battle is inside the mind, the heart, the body, the spirit. And there is nothing outside of you. There is nothing outside of you. You are the change that you want to see in the world. And if you want to live in an authentic reality, then you have to live an authentic life. And that's what we have to stay focused on at this time. We have to stay focused on living our authentic lives. So many beautiful people in the chat right now. I love you all. Yeah, no, it's true. So, you know, just to recap everything, and we'll put a beautiful bow on this world famous live stream and great video that will last the test of time. We have a splitting timelines that is represented in this chart. We are watching an illusion that is being stripped away. This energy, this light of Christ energy, the solar flash energy, whatever you want, I am leaving this message, and know that anything causing damage and harm to those that are making it to a higher state of being will be cleansed away. The rapture might not be what you were led to believe. It might not be literally exactly what you thought, but it is happening now. People, things, and situations will disappear from your timeline. It's happening right now. And we have this evidence in the Schumann Resonance. It has been my honor to present the Schumann Resonance, these energy updates with you over the past few years. This is a very powerful message today. I'm grateful for the support of our family. Please take the time today. Again, I know some people just came on. Hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm so grateful for that. Share this video link today with the hashtag Schumann Resonance. If you never shared a video before, we are all grateful. Everyone collectively today, share this video. You could text it to a friend. You can share it on your social media platforms. Whatever you would like to do. Take your neighbor's phone and say, check this out, right? This is the way that we pass the information forward. We can improve our lives. Go with the flow. Ride the wave. If we don't know how to ride the wave, it will knock us over. You go to the beach, you could be a big, powerful, and strong. When Mother Nature hits you with that wave is going to topple you over. Nothing could stop it. Nothing could stop the wave. Nothing could stop this electromagnetic wave that's coursing through our DNA. Tonight on Patreon, we will be hosting a live Zoom meeting. We will talk more about these energies, and it's really important to stay focused, achieve a sense of clarity at this time. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, just so you know. You could even set an alarm on your phone if this really resonates with you. Visit the channel page. We have multiple videos waiting for you. And I encourage you, especially, we're always getting new people on the channel. Go back and just take a look at the past week or 2 weeks videos. It's on the first playlist on the channel page, and it kind of just reads like a book. This is a journey. A trip is planned. A journey has twists and turns. I am grateful for each and every one of you. I have your back till the end of the line, and I will never stop serving every single day. Never stop, never give in, just keep going. I'm the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. I love you all. I'll see you tonight. Bye for now.